Hallo und damit ein herzliches Willkommen zurück bei einer neuen Folge von Cognition. Ja, in der letzten Folge hat er schon sehr gut angefangen, denn unser guter Sully wurde von dem Wise Monkey entführt. Und jetzt werden wir mal gucken, was wir machen können, denn ich werde mir jetzt mal von Gwen ihre Telefonnummer holen, denn Cordelia hat uns angerufen. Vielleicht möchte sie ja von uns was.
What's wrong? You look out of sorts.
I don't know what I'm going to do. We've got missing evidence. I think it was that woman who took Sully.
What did she steal?
Evidence from the Wise Monkey case. We had 4 charms from the crime scene, but 3 of them are gone now. And I've got these forms to take to McAdams, and oh shoot!
Just breathe.
Cordelias Nummer.
Tess told me she took down a phone number for me and gave it to you?
Right, I forgot all about it. Here you go.
Danke dir, Tess.
Thank you, Gwen.
Anytime.
Offenbar kann ich ihr die Anhänger wiedergeben. Weil ich habe diesen Gitarrenanhänger und diesen... Der hat... Aha, ich glaube, ich kann ihn wiedergeben. Warte mal, ich teste das mal.
Those two don't...
Vielleicht das hier?
Those two...
Nee, kann ich nicht. Tess Arbeitsplatz.
This is where Tess sat.
Kann ich hier was machen? Nope, kann ich nicht. Blut.
I hope someone's gonna clean that.
Und gerade an ihrem Arbeitsplatz. Das wäre für mich auch bestimmt schlimm.
They must have gone down the fire exit stairs.
Oh Gott.
He just dropped it.
Und wie gut, dass du davon nichts getrunken hast. Sullys Arbeitszimmer. Schauen wir uns das mal an. Vielleicht gibt es hier was Neues. Können wir uns das anschauen?
This is Sully's desk.
Nein, wir können es nicht anschauen. Okay. Was können wir machen?
That's Agent Stephen Abbott's desk.
Okay, wir reden mal mit John. Hey, John.
McCoy?
Red?
So, McAdams hasn't changed a bit. How long do you think he'll stay?
Probably just until Davies' murder is solved. He's better suited to DC.
Well, considering how fast he got out of here after Scott died, I think he agrees. So why filling up here?
The top brass says go, you don't ask questions. All right, you do, but McAdams doesn't, even if he doesn't like the assignment. Besides, he knew Davies for years. He wants to bring in her killer.
You almost make him sound like a half-decent guy.
He doesn't have your spirit, Skippy, but that doesn't make him a bad person. Try not to piss him off too much, huh?
No promises. Are you still on Davies' case? McAdams took me off it.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we learn anything new, Erica. You found her. That's more than anyone else here could manage.
Found her too late. I'm gonna put everything I got into finding Sully. But McAdams really pisses me off.
Join the club. Look, Davies was his friend too. You're not the only one who wants to find this asshole.
I'm going to go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
Dann gehe ich mal zurück an meinen Arbeitsplatz und gucke, was ich tun kann. Das kotzt mich gerade an, ey. Ich rufe mal Cordelia an.
I don't have any...
Du sollst Cordelia anrufen. Moment. Kann ich da vielleicht... Das da. Genau, das zusammen kombinieren.
We're sorry. The number you have no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again.
Tess must have written it down wrong. Maybe I can use my powers to find the right one. There's something there, but I can't get a fix on it.
Hä? Wie willst du denn die richtige... Wie soll ich denn die richtige Telefonnummer rausfinden mit der Fähigkeit?
McAdams?
Agent Reed?
It wasn't Tess. She was drugged and locked up in her car before anything happened up here.
Shit. Does she remember anything about the person who came at her?
Nothing too useful. Sir, given what was done to Sully and the case he was working on, I really believe that...
The wise monkey. I thought of that too. I've told IT to get you access to his computer. Get on his computer and find whatever info on this you can.
Abduction isn't part of the MO. She's gotten bolder. Something must have changed for her.
Find out what? Wise Monkey is your case now, Agent Reed. Find Agent Sullivan as soon as possible.
I'll get back to it.
See that you do.
Oh Gott, er ist mir sehr unsympathischer Mann. Okay, aber ich habe keine Kräfte auf ihn wirken. Schade. Vielleicht kann ich jetzt an seinen Schreibtisch. Sein Schreibtisch. Was haben wir denn da?
This place is a mess. At least the file I need is on top.
Gucken wir uns das mal ein bisschen hier um, was es hier so alles gibt. Sullys Familienfoto.
All the trademarks of a Southie boy. The Pats, the Sox, the Celtics, and a big, huge Irish family. He's got 3 brothers and 5 nieces and nephews. God only knows how many cousins. You're gonna tell this crazy story to them over some beers at the next family reunion. Promise.
Kann ich meine Kräfte einsetzen hier? Nein, kann ich nicht, okay.
The case database. I can access closed and current cases here.
Das weiß ich.
The wise monkey killer is fixated on the removal of the eyes, ears, and/or tongues of her victims. Each victim has been pushed from a height, stabbed in the abdomen, and then had 1 or more of these sense organs removed. Cause of death has either been from the head trauma of the fall or bleeding out from the stab wounds. Removal of the organs has always been post-mortem.
Erinnert mich, warte mal.
Kelsey was gaining confidence as she continued to kill. Looks like Sully thought they might all be connected to her, and the deaths were part of some personal vendetta. Makes sense. Revenge killings are fairly common for female serial killers. Her method's particularly gruesome, though. Question is, why Sully? We've only had this case for a few weeks. How'd she even know he was on it, much less have time to plan this?
Was mir auch eingefallen ist, Ohren, Augen, Zunge. Das erinnert mich an die 3 Affen, nämlich nichts hören, nichts sagen, nichts sehen. Das erinnert mich sehr stark dran. Darum heißt er wahrscheinlich auch Wise Monkey.
One evidence form coming up.
So.
One evidence form coming up.
Habe ich gemacht.
Hey bro, any ideas for Mom's birthday next week? As usual, no list. Think she'd like one of those ebook things? I'll make dinner reservations at the factory. You bring in Erica? Brandon. I just gotta make sure he's going. No way. I can use my email if I need to send something. Southie Townie boys. Don't forget our game against the Somerville Ballers is this Saturday at 2, and they've got their ringer, the infamous Miles Goodhue, in the lineup. Warm up and stretch those kicking legs, boys. Boston office agents and employees. As you know from Director Rahal's email, I am filling in as the acting director in the wake of Madison Davies' death. I will be arriving in Boston in a few hours. Like you, I considered Madison a personal friend, and I have every intention of bringing her killer to justice. You can best aid in this endeavor by continuing your current assignments with your full attention. And if you are pulled onto other cases or assignments, give those your full attention as directed. As details of the funeral arrangements for Madison are made by her family, they will be communicated to you. Samuel McAdams. Whoa, this one's from the director of the FBI. It is with great regret that I must inform the Bureau of the passing of Madison Davies, the director of the Boston field office. She was killed in the line of duty during her most recent case in Boston. Madison served with the FBI for 22 years, an excellent agent whose history of work speaks for itself. She was a sharp-minded woman with an unerring dedication to her job, an example to us all, and she will be greatly missed. Effective immediately, Samuel McAdams will be the acting director of the Boston field office until further notice. Sincerely, Brandon Hall, FBI director. I can be a real bitch sometimes.
Mhm, das bist du aber wirklich.
I don't have any evidence to look at.
Okay, Personensuche. Kelsey Gardner.
Kelsey Gardner, age 21. Born and raised in White Rock, New Mexico. Moved to Boston to attend Berklee College of Music, majoring in performance and composition. Dropped out in the middle of her junior year. Last known address is in Dorchester. Reported missing by her parents last June after a few weeks of not hearing from her. Last seen entering her apartment by neighbors 2 weeks prior on May 30th. Worked at a nearby coffee shop. Didn't report for any shifts after May 30th. She was suffering from financial issues at the time. Circumstantial evidence suggests she may have run away. Everyone on this list was musically inclined in some way. I need to find out more about Kelsey to figure out where she might have taken Sully. The dean of students at Berklee is a good place to start, and her landlord can probably let me into her old apartment.
Offensichtlich, so. Keine Beweise.
I don't have any evidence.
Nee. Dann melden wir uns mal ab. Was haben wir sonst noch hier auf dem Schreibtisch? Na komm.
Sully's stress ball always looks like it's laughing at me.
Wie viele Erfolge ich hier freischalte, ist unglaublich.
Let's see what you got.
Was haben wir hier?
The third victim was Colleen Lavery, a sophomore year Berklee student majoring in performance. Found on a stage at the school, pushed from a set balcony and stabbed during the night. Her tongue and eyes were removed. This was the first time the killer removed more than one organ. A silver charm shaped like a G-clef was found with her.
Okay.
The third victim was...
Okay. Nächstes Opfer.
First victim, Luke Jensen. Recently graduated Berklee College of Music. He was found behind his apartment in Brighton, pushed off a fire escape, stabbed, and his eyes removed. A silver violin-shaped charm was later found at the scene.
Okay. Nächstes Opfer.
Second victim, Nick Stewart, aka DJ Abhorrence. He spun at Jaunty Abyss, a club in downtown Boston. Pushed from a staircase outside the club, stabbed, ears removed. A silver bell-shaped charm was found with his body.
Und das nächste Opfer? Na komm.
Fourth and most recent victim, Heather Ann, a retired opera singer who also gave lessons. Found in her home, she'd been pushed from the upper landing of the stairs, killed on the first floor. Lived alone, no witnesses. Kelsey was one of her students up until last spring. Eyes, ears, and tongue removed. A piano charm was found at the crime scene.
Warum mussten die Leute alle sterben? Warum? Weiß Monkey Act. Okay, die haben wir jetzt. Dann gehen wir jetzt mal eben zum Drucker und holen uns das Beweisformular raus.
Let's see what this gets me.
Und geben den Beweis direkt mal unserer lieben Kollegin. So.
I need the charms that are in evidence for the wise monkey case.
Thanks to that thief, I've only got one. Fill out the form and it's all yours. I hope it helps you catch that awful woman.
Here's the form.
Okay. Hang tight for a minute. Hope that helps.
It will, thank you. I've done everything I can from here. Time to hit the street.
Yep, das machen wir wohl. Warte mal. Kann ich mit dir noch was reden?
Those two... Hey, Gwen. Any news?
Not really. Sorry.
Macht nichts.
Was this guitar charm one of the ones in evidence?
No, none of them were guitar-shaped.
This one's new. Interesting.
Dann
Thank
gehen
you,
wir mal.
Gwen.
Anytime.
Gut, was machen wir denn? Dann fahren wir mal mit unserem kaputten Auto, was hoffentlich jetzt wieder repariert ist. So. Kelly's Apartment Antique-Shop.
Erica, good morning.
Not much good about it.
Oh, indeed. Dear, you look a mess. What happened? Come tell me about it.
And now I'm trying to find Sully before something worse happens.
That's quite a terrible thing. I'm so sorry for your loss, my dear. And if I can help you find your young man, don't you hesitate to say.
Thanks, Rose. I'm not planning to turn down any help on this one.
Was ist das hier?
Looks like Rose put out a stack of Ouija boards. While I can now admit there are some supernatural things in the world, I still refuse to believe that Parker Brothers has harnessed the spirits of the dead and packaged them in a game board for mass production.
Ich gehe noch mal ganz kurz. Ich habe was vergessen. Ich wollte noch mal kurz was holen. Tess Arbeitsplatz.
This is where Tess...
Nee. Kann ich wohl noch nicht machen. Ich habe gedacht, bevor ich jetzt gleich die Vision von... mit ihr die Vision durchgehe, wie ich die richtige Telefonnummer rausfinde, dass ich direkt mal erst von Tess Arbeitsplatz mitnehmen soll. Aber es ging leider nicht, weil ich ja, ne, hin und her fahren muss. So. Telefonnummer. Ja, komm.
There's something I need help with. I was trying to get information from an object, but it's not clear. It's like I'm seeing static. Any ideas?
Some items are rarely by themselves. There is a way to make it more clear. What were you looking at?
This paper has a phone number on it, but it's the wrong one. I was hoping to get the right number by using my power on it, but I'm not getting anything helpful.
Remember how you needed more than one item to see that memory of Jean? It's like that. If you can find another item that was there at the same time, an item that shares that moment of history with this one, you may get what you need by combining them, reading them both at the same time.
Finding their synergy?
Yes, yes, you could say that. Find another item to work with that wrong number and bring them back here. Then we can try.
Das mache ich, aber erst in der nächsten Folge, dann hole ich den Stift und dann beginne ich die Folge von neuem. Also bleibt mir gewogen und bis morgen. Ciao!